Hello and welcome to the Catherine EVO Top 4 Finals at the side stage. I'm joined here with Drew Chuck.
Hello.
And we are about to commentate the surely highest level Catherine that has ever been streamed.
Yeah, this should be a really insane top 4. A lot of the usual people you would expect are in this, with a couple of exceptions. Maybe one big exception.
I gotta take this thing off. I'm not a player anymore. I can't even get it off. It's too difficult. Anyway.
But you know, the big thing coming up first in winners finals, we're gonna have Shaz and Giordi. Certainly not newcomers to the game of Catherine. Shaz has been very dominant.
Yeah, I gotta say they kind of run it over there in Maryland.
They really do.
Shaz and Giordi is a very expected winners finals.
Really is.
Me and Giordi can go either way. Today it did not go my way, and then I ended up playing Cat in loser's side, and Cat beat me up, honestly.
Yeah, you will see Silent Black Cat later on. He's very strong.
Yeah, Cat's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then against Cat is Sig. Sig's from New York. Sig is the only representative here that is not from Maryland. So congratulations, Maryland. You guys did it.
Shout-outs to Maryland. Turns out they're really good at Catherine.
They're really good. Can't take it from them.
Yeah.
So we are currently getting everything situated. I think it's just like some button checks, some last-minute console preparations.
Checking buttons, I think, striking stages.
They have to do that too. So let me talk you through it real quick. Before the match, our participants have to strike through stages. They have to get through a total of 7 legal stages. So there's cemetery, there's torture chamber, there's clock tower, there's spiral, there is quadrangle, and there is cathedral, and there's one more. Anyway, so it's hard to actually remember which ones I've said. So you strike those off like Smash Brothers Melee. That's actually directly where we took it from.
Took it straight from Melee.
And it turns out it's a very good way for us to play the game and get all the flavor of the stages, because the stages are really basically Catherine's character select screen.
Right.
It's like you end up playing, against a certain player's stage. You say, like, I don't want to play this person's ice stage. I don't want to play quadrangle. I don't want to play bombs against him. It's like that's one of the most important parts, is making sure that your stage matchup is good against the players.
Yeah, and like there's orange and blue sheep, which have, like, blue sheep technically has a slight advantage.
Slight combat advantage, and it's counteracted by orange's stage advantage.
Right, and so orange gets a better stage pick at the start of the match.
Yep, that's right.
So, like, there's not really characters unless you really just, like, I like
the
being
color
blue.
orange.
I like the color orange. Yeah, like.
There are players like that.
There definitely are.
Inexplicable. So we're going to vamp for a little longer, but thanks for joining us. We're really excited to have this moment in front of everyone.
This is nuts. I'm really glad to be here. I'm really glad to see Catherine on the big stage. It's actually only going to get bigger with Catherine Full Body coming out. That
is the big exciting thing on the future. So we, in the near future, somewhere within half a year or a year, we will be having the sequel to Catherine, and with that, they have promised that they will be adding net play explicitly because of what we've done with our community, our competitive community. That is just kind of a stunning honor. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in fighting games or puzzle games or competitive games.
They specifically said they're adding net play because of the competitive community, which is it's insane.
It's really an honor, and we're not going to waste that trust in our community.
Certainly not.
So greatly appreciate that. That's going to open so many doors. The one thing that I get asked more than anything is, like, do you have net play? Like how do you play this game online? It's like so far I just have to say, sorry, you can't. But in 2019, we are expecting to have net play.
Do it.
So if anyone out there wants to learn how to play this game, they see the top 4. I mean, wait until you see the top 4 to decide if you want to play the game. But after that, if you feel inspired, hit me up on Twitter. Like, it's very easy to get in contact with me. I'd be happy to show you the ropes, link you to any of our resources.
Definitely.
We have a number of things that will greatly ease the progression of the game.
And the Catherine community is very close-knit, so we're always willing to, like, welcome and help out new players and help you find the resources you need, and, like, other players around you who also want to play Catherine. Help. We want to help each other all get good at the game, and it's actually going pretty strong. Like, this was a really nuts bracket. Like,
yeah, everyone has gotten really good.
It's really good.
Speaking of which, so let's talk about the players a little bit. Shaz is sort of the current undisputed champion. Shaz has taken down the last 6 tournaments, I think was the number.
At least.
In a row. And he started at Taku, and his starting moment was like watching one of our streams and just being like, I could beat those guys. They're not that good. And, it turns out he was wrong the first time. But he was immediately right after that. So Shaz is a very smart, very fiery, very precise player. and he has a training partner in Jordy. So this is a locals match. This is a winners finals. This is like, this is what you want going into a tournament when you traveled with Jordy. You want it to be you and your best friend / rival in winners finals.
These guys play each other probably more than anyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it shows. They made it to winners finals. They're here for a reason.
That's right. That is exactly right.
Yeah.
I think we're still looking for a few more corrections on the console, which probably means we'll have to stall for just a little bit longer. This is kind of a typical thing with PS3. This is another thing we're very excited for with the coming version of Full Body, where we'll be on PS4 finally.
PS4 is going to be nice.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
It's technically a port with PlayStation Now, but it's laggy and it's not
right. Yeah. So currently ports don't work.
Yeah.
But Full Body is a competitive release. It's like intended to be like it is actually redesigned.
They saw the competitive scene and were like, "This is sick. Let's make you guys do more."
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, we're down.
So they're gonna keep working on that. Looks like they have to turn the monitor off one more time.
Oh, is it 3 out of 5? 2 out of 3?
Winners is 3.
3 out of 5? Yeah. So winners finals 3 out of 5.
We're clarifying the rules.
Losers semis 2 out of 3. Losers finals 3 out of 5.
Thank you. Yeah, that is exactly correct. So we were just communicating to the players exactly how we're going to be running these last matches. The way that tournaments work is the top 3 is 3 out of 5, very typically in most games. And losers semis is still outside of that. It's the top 4.
Right.
So that match is still a 2 out of 3, which is sort of a little strange in the presentation here, but this is also the most logical way to present it.
I promise it'll make sense.
Yeah, right.
So this upcoming match you'll see first will be 3 out of 5, just as soon as we get it going. It looks like there might be a couple technical difficulties with the PS3, but
yeah,
there's a reason we don't use the PS3 anymore. If we can help it.
Might be a good time to grab a quick drink.
Yeah.
Coke from the fridge, something to stay hydrated out there. I know a lot of players out there are really thirsty.
Make sure you drink water.
It's important to stay hydrated.
It really is.
It's very hot out here in Vegas.
Definitely
it's
is.
110 degrees outside.
Reason I'm not going outside today.
Very happy.
Stay inside where it's air conditioned.
Very happy to be inside. So one of the mix-ups with Vegas is like you look at the weather reports, it says 110 outside, and then you get here and inside the casinos it's like 65.
60, and you're like, right, I wish I had a jacket.
Yeah, right. So if you ever come to EVO like next year, make sure you don't fall for that one and bring some warm clothes. And you can bring some clothes for hot weather if you do plan to go
It's usually
outside.
worth bringing like a jacket just for the venue and then never wear it outside because you'll melt.
That's exactly right. Now, I am very good at vamping, but I am nearly to the end of my rope with things that I can actually say to fill dead time. So I deeply apologize if I run out of smart, witty things to say. But let me reiterate a little bit. We are here for the Catherine Top 4. This is going to be surely some of the best matches that we have ever streamed for Catherine.
Certainly.
I have not... This is a new loss for me with Kat. That's kind of crazy. Kat has been training over in Maryland as well.
Yeah.
And it shows. It really shows.
Yeah, he's like 16, too. He's
young.
Like really young.
So, type of player where the Catherine fundamentals end up very reactions-based and very snappy. Like, you have to make a lot of difficult decisions very quickly. So those youthful reflexes are
he's got the good
extremely
reactions,
useful. Yeah. And it ends up showing where a lot of these younger players are able to just brute force their way through some of the interactions where they just react better. And any good reaction can be the difference between a loss or a win. Since this game has no damage.
Are so good.
Crazy, yeah. Some of the cleanest and most consistent.
Certainly.
And it's not just good reactions; it's good choices from those reactions.
Right.
Noticing the circumstance and making a very articulate choice.
Sees what's going on right away. Knows exactly what to do.
Yeah, yeah. And I might as well break down one of these sort of fighting game fundamental things where one of the things you want to do in a fighting game is have the option already fully prepared ahead of time. It's like, you don't want to say, I see this. What do I do? That's like you've already lost.
This thing?
You have already lost that interaction if that's what you have to think. What you want to do is still one step better than like, this is happening, I could do these things. That's still too slow. That is like even having the options on the table is still too slow. What you want to do is I see this thing like just like you do it immediately. Like
you
as
have the response.
The first
ready.
possible moment you can react to it, you're doing the thing that you already planned to do, and having that in the front of your mind has been proven to significantly increase your reaction times that you believe you can accomplish.
Certainly does.
Yep. So I think they have the game working now. We have actually did it. We stalled the correct amount of time,
yep.
and the game is now
looks like we are
live.
at the stage select screen.
So they're figuring out which stage they're going to. They might already even know it. Surely they've been using that time on the stage for something.
Hope so. Yeah, looks like they're all ready.
Yeah,
they're going
right
to
in.
Cathedral.
Okay. So thank you for your patience. We are now getting into it. This is Catherine top 4 going live right now.
It looks like Shaz is on player 1.
It should be Shaz on blue sheep.
Yeah.
Shaz is very good at rock, paper, scissors. So he probably won the selection on color.
Yeah. And Shaz, this might be a button check. Okay. Certainly is.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
So they're making sure the controls work.
Making sure everything's cool. Always want to make sure, especially for a big match like this.
Yeah, don't go in with the wrong buttons.
Yeah.
Don't go in with the wrong controller. That's rookie stuff.
Right. Something might be an audio issue. I know we were having some audio issues with the side stream earlier. That might just be a PS3 issue.
It is. Yeah, streaming PS3 is a nightmare. We gotta keep talking for a little longer with the internet.
Yeah.
So PS3 streaming, very painful. He just had audio from it, and it seems like whatever he did to fix something else has just broken the audio again. So maybe
Looks
maybe
like
it's a quick fix.
I think I can hear it though. It's just a little quiet. But
it looks like they might just be playing it.
I think they're
going on
playing.
it. Okay,
All
so
right,
they're
yeah.
in it.
Well, we're there. Giordi has pulled ahead. But
yes, I missed the opening. Shaz often will stay back. Shaz will frequently stay back, build some items. There's a spawn rate when you push blocks around on items, and the further down you are, it raises the percentage by 10% every layer.
Yeah, so it actually can be advantageous to be
big
a
push
bit behind,
but he gets away.
Not when you end up at the goal.
That's right. Yeah, you can give them too much room, surely.
Right.
And it seems like Shaz did not get the items he was hoping for, and potentially Giordi capitalized on it better than a lot of players would.
And yeah, Giordi going for a more advanced opening. Shaz just kind of taking off.
It's funny. Some of the simple openings are rather effective.
It
kind of loops around.
And yeah, you see Shaz.
Whoa, big pin!
God, he gets
and Shaz goes for the selfie. No, he doesn't.
No selfie. No selfie on stage.
Wait,
he's not even worried.
No selfie. Wow.
Doesn't need to time it. He's blue sheep, but yeah, no, not risking it on stage.
I gotta say that's out of character.
A little bit. He wants this EVO win.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely taking this like maximum seriously.
But with blue sheep, I feel like usually
just go for it. I don't know. He's keeping his head in the game. I respect it. So there's a tradition in Catherine called the pin selfie, which is when you get someone knocked down like that, you pull out your phone, snap a picture, and just slam it on Twitter, like during the set. It's a great meme, but I understand why you might not do it in EVO Winners Finals.
But the reason it might be a little easier as blue sheep is there is...
You don't have to time it, that's right.
There's a timing you have to get to climb up real
quick.
Sheep.
Big break. He goes for it. He falls for it. He actually probably wanted to go down, but the block above forced him to go up.
Okay.
He's got to break.
Gets the block there. Oh, this could actually be big.
It's dangerous, though. He's got to hold that position. And he breaks away at the right time.
X-Factor?
But Giordi with an X-Factor.
And now Shaz has to play defensively because he doesn't want
Jordy's got a way out.
Giordi to break away.
Actually, he doesn't have a way out.
That was really weird. He tried for something a little weird there.
Okay, with the block, he can definitely do something. Yeah. He sees the 3D solve.
He's definitely got it.
Super Mario RPG going to the background. The password is pearls.
But the X-Factors ran out. However, he does have a bit of a lead.
What a defense by Giordi! That was masterwork.
That was so clean. And Giordi with a slight advantage, but Shaz might have the solve.
Honestly, this is pretty dangerous.
You definitely want to take that block there. This is
really dangerous. But he doesn't have the leverage. Shaz actually does not have the leverage he needs.
Giordi
he just gave it back.
He has an advantage.
The lack of confidence. No, don't give him that.
That's not it. Shaz now with the advantage.
That's a huge advantage.
Yeah, and Shaz just take off here.
No. He
has the block.
Overthought it.
No.
Oh, that's such a huge choke.
Shaz does take game one. That was really close.
Honestly, Giordi gave that away. I have to say it. Shaz did not have the position at all, and Giordi made a very careful play, but like not careful. It was like you know, it had no passion in it.
Right.
It was a scared play.
He went for the thing that he thought was safe, and turns out it wasn't at all.
It totally opened up the entire line
Right.
for Shaz, and there was no point.
He kind of tried to pull back when if he stayed there and held his ground, he would have been fine.
And honestly, like trying to wait another moment is just it doesn't give you anything in this game.
Right.
You have to pursue your opportunities and hold your position. Now, granted, there were a ton of correct choices before that moment. But that did cost him the round.
And looks like Jody went to quadrangle for his counter pick.
Yeah, that's right. This is an interesting stage. There's no item spawns on this stage. We will have a very intense fight here, likely.
And if you move on the ice blocks, you'll slide, much like Jody just did.
Yes, that is right.
So the way to move around a lot of this is to sidle or to pull the block out so you can get into a sidle state.
You can see a lot of sidling from Shaz.
Right.
Just making sure he doesn't make a misstep. This is such a crazy meta. I have no idea how they play this stage in Maryland.
They're playing this really interesting.
So typically when two people that are not Maryland play quadrangle, it ends on a pretty normal quadrangle. But they've like split it hard. Oh, whoa, big move. Did not trust it. And again, Jordy just can't
That was really close. Well, Jody definitely needed to move out there, but Shaz had like a brief window to try to kill him.
He needed to make one of two choices.
But Jody just slides off the back.
So my problem with that move is he committed into a dangerous spot and didn't capitalize on it.
Right.
So he should have stayed out or gone all the way in.
That makes sense.
All the way. But I mean, Jordy isn't that used to finals like this, except in Windjammers. Honestly, he's had stages like this in Windjammers.
That's true.
But it seems like Shaz is actually the more composed player right now.
Yeah, I mean, and it might just even be like the EVO stage might be getting to him.
It's totally possible.
It's definitely a big thing that happened. Shaz staying pretty well composed, though.
Locks him out. You see how he has to go around? That whole line is blocked off.
Yeah, and you can't really, it's really hard to kind of pull that off, and he just falls. Shaz up 2-0 over Giodi.
Yeah, that's right. Big play by Shaz. Once he got ahead, he just kept it. What is one of the hardest things to do is to come back once you're behind on quadrangle. The stage doesn't really allow forgiveness. It's sort of like the super turbo of our stages, where it's like you make one mistake, you can definitely lose the round.
And especially because there's no items in it, like the normal comeback factor, it doesn't even exist.
That's right. I'll be interested to see where Jordy wants to go now. Like quadrangle didn't pan out at all.
No, that was definitely.
But it's not like he's going to surprise Shaz either.
That's true.
Like, there's no stage that's going to be like a lightning bolt here.
And with how much these guys play, I'm sure they've played each other on every stage multiple times. Looks like he just went back to Cathedral.
Yeah, I like that. The Cathedral match is close. He should have had it, honestly. Like, it was his set.
Yeah.
So I like going back to Cathedral. Maybe I would have even done it first. Like, depending on your list. I really don't know what's going through his mind there, but I like going back to Cathedral a lot. Yeah,
it seems like it was fine for him overall. He just had a couple small misplays. And in this game, a couple small misplays can cost you a lot. If he does get the X factor, that could be big.
That's
a really strong fall.
Great defense from Shaz. Great defense from Shaz.
Recognizing immediately that he does not want him to get any advantage here, going down.
Nice split from Jordy, though.
Yeah.
He really make something happen here. He still got the advantage he deserved from that.
He made it, He made it.
Don't push the needs, but he made the same mistake he made earlier in the set. He gave him the advantage.
And now Shaz can just kind of hold this. Because
when
he goes, he can react. Yeah.
He's got to go down. He has to go down. Jordy, you have to go down. Timmy's in the well. You have to go down. Jordy, you have to go
trying. If at first you don't succeed,
he went down to the well.
Again. He finally went down. Gets a block for it, too.
So I'm interested. He might have actually waited to force a very aggressive, low game.
Maybe.
And Shaz can't move until Jordy
has to hold that.
So it's interesting. It's possible he did that on purpose. And it seemed like it worked out really well.
Yeah, he now does actually have a good advantage.
Right in the middle.
The block's right there.
Shaz is right here.
And he gets the goal. No, Jordy does take it.
That's a big one for Jordy. He needed that.
Yeah. So it ended up going fine. Yeah, it actually might have, if he'd gone down earlier.
I think he wanted to force a fight. Like a really scrappy, very dangerous fight. And I think that is often a good idea against someone that, historically has been a better player. Like Shaz is actually the champion right now. And if you can make it kind of fast and loose, that might be worth it.
Try to keep him. You want to keep him on his toes. If he thinks he knows what's going to happen, it's going to be.
Yeah, right. And you can even make choices that are just because you haven't done them much.
Right.
Sort of like a chess gambit.
Do the thing that maybe is not the best option, but is very unexpected often because it's not the best option.
Happy feet.
Ooh. And that was a really good block drop by Shaz.
Yeah, it was.
Keep that safe so he doesn't have to interact with anything dangerous at all.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by Shaz's plays.
Jordy kind of farming for an item a little bit, but doesn't get anything. Realizes he needs to get a move on.
Yeah. Shaz is in a weird spot, though. This is going to take a while.
Yeah,
he actually just comes over. I appreciate that.
It makes sense.
Target the structure, push him out, make him really nervous, go back.
Yeah, wow. And Jordy actually had to go there because he could have pushed the stage out.
Oh, my God, he might be done.
Oh, my God, is this it? He does.
Oh, he got him. He got him. That's a push. What a clean play from Shaz. Targeted the structure and made it so nervous and dangerous and had a perfect escape route, too. So even if Jordy had answered it, Shaz would have just walked away.
Yeah, that was actually really well played by Shaz.
Perfect, toxic play.
Put him in a very precarious position. And now just climbing up quickly to get, the advantage with the high ground here.
And you also have to know that Jordy is the one that is hurting right now. Shaz has a lead. He can play very confident, and that's what he's doing. He's putting Jordy in a box, and he doesn't want it. He's even touching the block.
He's going to the places where he knows he wants to climb
to
try to stop him, but Jordy does end up getting up, but he still doesn't have an easy climb here.
Whoa,
he made
big
it bad,
move,
and that's a big play by Shaz.
Capitalizes perfectly. I got to go back to before when Shaz was just actually touching the block that Jordy was going to go to. It was like a wrestling taunt. He's like on the ring. He was like, I see you.
Because
I see
he
you.
could react if he tries to climb.
Come up here.
Pulls the block out, drops him back down.
So great. That's so great.
Very well played by Jordy.
So it seems like we're going to take another quick moment to ourselves, work on some console things, but. We can break out a lot of things that just happened in that match now. We have plenty to talk about now.
Yeah.
So one of the things that cost Jordy a lot is when they were both, like one level up, one level down, Jordy kept taking away the block that was keeping Shaz down. And it's actually a very critical error. If you watch the tapes back later, you can see that it gives Shaz a perfect opening that he didn't deserve twice. And I think it did actually lead to a round loss both times.
Push the block out, then Shaz comes and pushes it. The one he's standing on,
if you
and
just
then
stay
he's
with it,
back down.
You can keep pushing it over them over and over again, like pull the block back when they push it. It's like, you can just keep this drawbridge
You want to try
up.
to keep as much control as possible.
And he gave away his leverage.
Giving up control.
Now, doing that the correct way is very difficult in top 3.
It's not easy, and it's not easy in general. Like you have to keep that presence of mind for the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Certainly.
But that was a huge mistake twice.
But yeah, Shaz kept a cool head throughout that whole set.
I don't think there were any errors.
Nothing huge anyways.
So that's one of the bigger things is like, did you give anything away? Shaz doesn't really. So it makes it very difficult to play against Shaz because you just don't expect any interaction to go poorly. And you have to keep making correct choices the whole time. And if you make an error, capitalize
have to be on point the whole time.
I loved when he went for the stage push. So he noticed that the structure was really weak and hinged on like just 2 blocks. And he pushed the whole left side of the stage out with that, leading to an instant kill. You don't have anything to stand on anymore.
You couldn't get out from there.
Everything is gone. And what I appreciated the most about that play is that he had a way to walk back and around. In the event that Jordy answered it or tried to.
He did try to go down to stop him.
When Jordy goes down, he has a way up and Jordy doesn't.
Yeah.
So he's still checkmated. It was like a perfect checkmate.
It was a really strong play. Shaz showing why he is the reigning champ of this game.
Yeah, he's just really smart, really snappy. He has like a true mastery over both the combat and the puzzle side.
He does. And it was interesting because when he started playing, he was so good at climbing, so good at solving the puzzle.
Right.
And his combat was a little weak. And then like the next tournament, I play him. And I was like, his combat's probably a little weak, so I can probably beat him there. And just like, no.
Yeah.
Cleaned that up right away.
Yeah, he fixed that real quick. And that was actually a fascinating moment because the very first time I was playing him, I was like, this guy's kind of different. Like, as the kind of player when you play him, it's like he's unrefined, but he has so much potential behind it. It's like he mastered the thing that he had, which at home was the basic Catherine game, which is like climbing and building. But then he fought actual players that were fighting and attacking each other, and it only took once for him to say like, I get it, and I know that I have to work on this. I know how to
deal with this now.
And he just had it like the next tournament. It was like, like that's kind of nuts.
I remember when he showed up, there was even a moment where it was like we'd been talking like the day before. It was like, you can't really out-climb this, so like this opening will beat if you try to climb, and Shaz shows up and out-climbs it immediately.
He was actually faster than anyone else.
He was just
by a few frames. Some of the openings got so precise that it was actually a matter of like, if they do it like, you know, within a few frames perfect,
Right.
you will die. Or like you have to do something a little more advanced to avoid it. We ended up with these like sort of walking stage push openings.
Yeah, and you have to like pay attention to if you think they can do it, and how fast they're going.
And a number of them were just obsoleted because people got too fast.
Turns out, yeah.
And a couple other ones became the meta because they worked. So, you know, all these stages had very different progressions. Fascinating history there.
Yeah. It looks like we do have the sound now.
That's good. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be getting back into the match now. So we have losers semis. This is going to be Silent Black Cat versus Sai Sig.
It's 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 match. So both of these players, ton of passion. Haven't proved it yet. You know, like they're here with a lot to prove.
Sig's another one of those players who just kind of showed up, and he'd been following competitive Catherine. He'd been in the Discord, he'd been on Twitter talking to all of us.
He's the scholar.
And we knew he was, right. Like,
he's watched every match.
I definitely
10
like
times.
met Sig for the first time and knew who he was. Been like, I played him, but I was like, haven't like seen him play, and like he's just doing all the tech. He knows the tech.
Yeah, he's the kind of player that like I've never ever interacted with him ever before, but he's doing my openings.
Right.
It's like
he studied this game before he even went to a tournament so much, and he was ready for it.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's gotten the results to show. He hasn't quite gotten the
been on the edge.
results he should, but he's gotten there. Right?
You know, he's making upsets.
Yeah.
But he hasn't won. You know, like he's on the edge. He's in that very frustrating place where he is extremely good, but hasn't made it happen yet. And I think Cat's actually there too. So this is like a big match.
They have some kind of different stuff though, because Sig, I think, has a bit more tech and has a bit more gimmicks.
Surely.
Cat's a bit more solid and a bit more reactionary.
Yes.
Like he can understand the situation very quickly.
Oh, wow. That's awkward.
That's really weird, yeah. Silent Black Cat gets the X Factor, but doesn't have a good way up there. Kind of has to go around.
Okay, I know what happened.
He did get the hit.
Sig was trying to instant kill him. So Sig had a block.
Oh.
Whoa, big hit. Hold on, I'll get back to that. Whoa,
and he pulls it out, and that's going to get the kill.
That was a mistake. That was surely a mistake. So the big one was Cat was climbing up. Technically, Sig can hit Cat there, but you can also go for the instant kill. If someone leaves the space where you are trying to throw a block, you can insta-give them. And it's a bizarre kill, but it is actually extremely effective.
But you know, that's kind of like what I was saying. Like Sig likes going for the tech and he likes going for the gimmicks, and that's definitely the thing I would expect from him.
Ooh, put him in a box.
I would expect him to go for that kill.
Walks away. Oh, nice block. Very textbook play from Sig. And you know, most of the damage is mitigated. So one of the big things I talk about with X Factor is like, just make sure it doesn't lose you the round. You know, like as long as you're still playing, you're okay.
And it looks like he could still catch up from this, but he does
this
have
is
a bit
really
of work
dangerous.
to do.
Cat gets out though. It's not dangerous anymore.
Yeah, Cat had a minute with that stage structure was a little fragile.
Sig just goes around.
Goes around, yeah, and just heads to the other side.
The choice!
But wow, Sid
took the lead with that solve.
That was really strong, and that block came in handy a lot. But he's going to try to push the stage out.
Oh, what an escape! He's still going for it.
No, he gets the hit down. And gets the hit.
Huge answer from Sig. That got scary.
That was.
I love that Sig went down. You did not want to be up there.
No, he definitely realized he could not stay up there anymore. Black Cat was trying to push the stage out.
Yeah, curious moment there. It could be considered an error that Sig even was on that platform to begin with, and then Cat was targeting the structure. Right. But Sig's choice to go down when Sig did was critical.
Yeah, made a very good choice to get out of there, recognized what he wanted to do, and knew he needed to stop it.
And I want to loop back to the reward on the insta-gib setup that Sig went for. So Sig was trying to go for a kill, and Cat said, I'm going to try to hit you because I can't die for that, and the risk says if you hit me, I don't care, I'm not dead.
Right.
So if Sig did in fact hit him with the pillow, doesn't matter. Insta-gib setup is obsoleted by trying for the attack. I love the reward on Cat's play.
It's really smart. Player
Sig
2.
Sig got the previous round.
Yeah.
That is player 2.
And yeah, Black Cat going to Spiral Corridor.
Big X Factor for Sig.
Yeah, it's an important X Factor.
There's such a road open. You see this road? That's a highway.
He does have to be a little careful. You can't just keep climbing because I've definitely seen people accidentally climb into the spirals and die.
You don't want to do that.
That's a good block. Gets himself up there, has a way up, hold it out just to be safe anyways.
Reaches for it. Those spiral blocks will kill you instantly if you stand on the purple.
Right.
That is an incorrect solve from Sig, but it's not going to matter.
But he
got the
still
block.
has the way out, has the block, yeah. Sig climbs to the top.
Oh, a little bit of two-touch on that goal. Dance on him. Sig is in position to take this set 4-0.
Yeah, wow. Sig looking really strong right now.
Sig always says, if you want to be good at Catherine, watch Catherine. Like, study. It seems like it's paying off. Sig has watched the tapes so many times.
He definitely knows the tapes.
And you could just look at the solve here. He's blocking the sidle. Right. He's blocking the sidle from that side.
Not an easy way around for Silent Black Cat.
You see how the sidle is held off?
Right. Where does he go? He can't climb up there.
This is so articulate. Finally leaves.
Has the defense.
Cat did.
And
Oh,
again,
but he's
stays
got
the
it
sidle
again.
defense again.
He's one level higher. This is a losing circumstance for Cat.
He cannot hit him while he's there. Pushes the block
Big
over.
answer! Sig is keeping Cat in hell, but Cat gets out.
Oh my god, that was a good climb. Just barely kept it over. Kept it blocked off by for Black Cat. So
Sig keeps the drop range up. This is what I'm talking about. Jordy blew this.
Right.
Sig is not blowing it.
He watched that match, saw what Jordy messed up on, and said, "No, I know how to do that when I get in that situation."
It's the eye from Naruto. This is it.
And
this is it. Sig has got it. Sig
keep it,
makes
Sig.
top 3.
Wow. Very
set.
clean.
What a
2-0
so clean.
over Black Cat.
That was so clean.
Really well played.
He's not feeling the stage at all.
No, he's ready for this. He knows this game. He has studied this game so much, and he is ready for it.
I'm excited.
I
feel like he's finally spreading
this
his
should be a
wings.
really good top 3. And Sig, I mean, yeah, like Sig showed up and like started doing the stuff right away. He knows how to play, and
I will say
he's been needing this breakthrough.
I feel like the stage affected Cat quite a bit.
I think so. I definitely think
there
so.
There were a number of moments where I saw hesitation, and that hesitation may have cost a kill.
Certainly.
It was that second thought about, just like, should I do it? And that's already too late. Like, if you haven't just gone in on it, like, it's already too late. They've already walked away. The moment has passed.
And he, like we said, he's pretty young. It's very likely he's just not used to being in high-pressure situations at all.
That's right. Yeah, no, and I think that is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Sig actually did have a taste of top 3 over at Michigan Masters.
Right.
So, and Sig has run some first attempts. He's put money on the line. I think Sig's preparation for just being in a tournament has been more articulate.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. He's tried to get himself out there more. And I think he realized, because the first tournament I saw him at, he looked really strong in casuals. He showed up well, and then in tournament he got blown up because he wasn't used to tournament.
Yeah. I was talking to Sig at Frosty Fausting, Michigan Masters this last year, and we ran a first at 10, and it started out with me winning. I was winning at first, and then I stopped winning. And he won the first at 10 pretty handily. And what I told him after that, after I played him in tournament the next day and beat him in tournament the next day, I told him, you have to make matches less important somehow. You can't have this ball of stress in your head that will prevent you from making clean choices. If you're thinking about the scope, you can't stay in the match. And as soon as I told him that, he was a different person in the tournament. And I think today he has erased his demons. I don't think they're there anymore at all. I don't think he's thinking outside of the match. I think that he is the player that he needs to be in bracket now. And I'm pleased to see it.
That's really important, and it's not an easy thing to do either.
Really not.
So many players choke in tournament like that. It looks like they ended up on Clock Tower.
Button check.
Button check.
Oh,
okay.
no. It looks like his controller's not in.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, we won't. I'm sure he won't take that. Sig is not the kind of player who would, try to take that
He wants to win because he wants.
They go back to stage select. They're just gonna re-queue it up.
Yeah.
Sig is the type of player that even if the tournament was forcing him to take the round, he'd be like, no, I will fight you. I want to play the
You
matches.
say that, but I'm gonna replay this anyways. And they'll wait till the judge turns around and be like, yo, we're gonna replay that.
Right. He doesn't want your dirty rounds. All right, looks like they're starting it up.
Sig, the cleanest of cops.
Right. Okay, they're both in now.
All right, we're back in Clock Tower. Jordy starting with the no bomb, keeping his structure much safer. This stage is really interesting because those red blocks go on a timer when you step on them, and they will explode. The block itself blows up, and it cracks all the blocks around it, making it so if you step on them, they will break. But you get one step, and then if you step on it again, it breaks.
Yeah, that's right. The other thing about the no bomb, it's popular in Maryland because you get a lot of items from it.
That's true.
When you stay really far down, you get a 60-70% item spawn rate, and it's really difficult. And then when you're down like this, you get to push out the stage. That's what they love to do. But look at he's got to play this right.
He does play this right.
You got to get back down
there though. No, he took a little too long.
That was a pretty sloppy play.
There was a moment where like it looked like he knew he needed to get to that side if something happened, but he just took a second too long.
How fast it was going to happen.
Right.
And you know, I mean, when you know what's happening, you just got to get down there. Like
it looked like he kind of had a second where he was like, wait, like does he know that he can push that out here?
Right. I would not recommend testing Jordy.
Certainly not. He is very good at the video games. And I like using the dark ball. Wow, that was a fake!
Look at the fake out! And he goes all the way down!
He gets the dive kick.
What
wow,
a fake!
that was
what
so
a
sick!
He put the block to the right, and it was just like, psych!
Oh
boom,
my
boom,
God, that was
boom,
nuts.
boom! Just like beating him down. Wow, I love it. That's one of the best fakes I've ever seen.
That was such a sick fake. Makes you think, throw the block, you're gonna climb up this block, right? No!
That was the soccer
not
ball through
doing
the
that.
smoke screen. Like, he couldn't see anything. Too many defenders in the way.
Oh my God, that was so sick.
God, I love that. Oh wow.
Man. And Giodi with a quick game 1. Sig takes it to quadrangle. This should be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm
Maryland likes quadrangle.
Maryland does, but we just saw, you know, Sig and Shaz play a really interesting game. So I'm really curious how this is going to show up.
I like that Sig is taking items out of the mix because Maryland's item game is phenomenal.
That makes sense.
Both on generating it and using it.
Right. Their meta has actually developed a lot around like when to stay behind to get items.
Yeah, it's really important. You can't
well.
ignore the math on that. Oh, climb cancel.
Yeah, that was a really good hit by Sig.
Cancel.
Yeah, canceled the dive kick into being able to climb.
That was Jordy. No, it was Sig. It was Sig.
No,
I'm sorry.
Sig's elite.
I got the colors backwards. Yeah,
but that's kind of like what we're saying. You know, Sig's the guy who will have that tech down.
Yeah, he's got the niche stuff.
Yeah.
Takes a safe choice. I like taking the safe choice on the stage often. He's kind of lost his leverage, but so is Jordy.
You know, he had to kind of slide there. He didn't really have a way to get to the sidle.
That was a wacky
Jordy,
ball.
gets the hit.
Oh, pushes him in hell. This is going to be really difficult. That's structured on the dark block. There's not really a way out.
That's a tough one.
What I love there is Jordy closed off the entrance. He shut the door on him. You know, it was like nope, we're closed.
Just puts him in jail. You know, Jordy had the thing when you work in retail and you see the guy coming up to the door at 8:59. It hits 9 o'clock before they get there, and you lock the door on him.
Nope, we are closed. Jordy is not staying up late for you to get a hamburger. Oh, big hit!
That's a big
he's got
hit.
The pin.
And he's going for the selfie.
Camera out. Get the player cam on him.
Yeah, you need the player
The crowd's
cam.
coming in. Everybody's coming in.
Get the selfie.
Jordy looks
The
particularly
Catholic community
miffed.
selfie.
Look at the thumbs down. Everyone's
Dang.
just
Yeah,
rushing the stage.
everyone get in here.
They get on there. Thumbs down from Jordy. Jordy's not excited. And everyone abandons the stage again.
And he's got so much time.
And he's blue. He doesn't have to do anything.
That's kind of like what I was saying earlier. I don't know if I got to fully explain it, but Blue Sheep does have the advantage. If that falls, Blue Sheep wins the pin there.
That's right.
However, if he was orange, he actually would have to time the climb up because no matter who got the pin, Blue Sheep will win if it falls out from under.
That's right.
But you can time that fairly easily now.
It's become fairly moot, but it did happen in a very big match versus Shaz and Kat, where you know Shaz got the selfie pin and then messed up.
Right.
You know, he's like, so it does matter. And you know, tournament nerves force it. Like that's where it actually can change.
Oh yeah, and I mean, like, if I'll definitely do the selfie if I'm Blue Sheep and don't have to worry as much. But like,
I'll do it no matter what.
Never. I've definitely had some Catherine matches with money on the line where I am not risking that.
Yeah, right. So they're near the end of their quadrangle set. They're getting towards the end.
Yep.
Excellent defense from Sig, and he has locked Jordy out. He's got the set.
No,
that's a win on Sig for quadrangle.
Very well played by Sig.
I love it.
And he got the selfie.
I appreciate the. Yeah, no, he got more than just the round. He got the social media cred.
He got the win for that
The
one.
real question is, like, is he posting it during the set? Because that's really high level.
That's like
if
very
you actually
high
put it
level
on Twitter during the set, you are a god.
I'm gonna imagine he probably didn't get that strong, but you got to get some pretty high up pins for that.
Right. Yeah. That's exactly right. So 1-1 in this losers finals match.
Yeah, this is actually going to be a really close set. And it goes to Cathedral. Jordy really likes this stage.
Yeah, I think it's a good stage for Jordy.
I think so too.
not everyone can keep up with his extremely unorthodox openings.
He knows a lot of really weird openings and just like a lot of kind of weird ways to play the stage.
You know, one of the funniest parts about
wow! But
oh,
he didn't. He had a block
I saw his
under him.
mouth. He was like, oh shit.
They definitely all thought he was dead there. I thought he was
Jordy,
dead there.
Yeah, every player, including Sig and Jordy. He just said I thought I was done. Like he just mouthed that over the. Wow, that's great. I'm really glad we have these super close.
Yeah, right. And Sig just taking that block from him. Wow.
This is a weird match. So they're going to fight on this neutral footing until someone dies, probably.
That's probably right. There's going to be some weird things going to happen here.
How
But
did
like,
it even get this bad?
no, I don't know. It's kind of a little weird. And like, they could try to kind of make the breakaway back, but that could set up for a pin really easily.
What did you two do? Oh, that could have been a kill. I
And
got
that's
it anyway.
a kill by Sig.
Big hit of Sig. Jordy beating himself up over that one. I mean,
And
that was bizarre.
There's not really an easy way to walk. There's like kind of behind there, but it sets up for too much.
The biggest problem is no one can pull because the opponent's too close.
Right.
If anyone tries to make structure, the opponent capitalizes on it.
Right, exactly.
It costs too much time. It costs too much commitment. So one of the best parts about Jordy's opening is that it gets a lot of items, but Sig's actually playing it even lower. So Sig is actually getting all the items.
Sig actually ended up decent items there for the dark. Had the dark block, had the other block as well.
Kind of strange. I mean, this is awkward.
Yeah, it's okay. That was actually a really good solve by Sig. Kept a lot of the structure intact.
I don't like where Jordy's going.
No, he's got to make something happen. He doesn't have a lot of room to go.
He gives up on it. They both gave up on it. They were like, no, I'm kind of done with
Actually,
climbing.
we should fight, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of...
Oh.
Oh, this is huge.
Jordy has
Look
a
at this
breakaway?
turret. Look at this turret.
Oh my god.
Why did you go
It didn't
down there?
matter.
Don't go down there, Jeff! Don't go down there, Jordy!
Oh my god.
Why? Oh my goodness, why? That was the mistake of the night. I mean, you had an unpushable block.
You could have
You could
stayed on
stress
that.
Sig out for years.
Right. And
You could build a house on that
the
thing.
block, and it was hooked behind, so we didn't even have a way to try to threaten that position.
Yeah, oh man. I mean, sometimes you bet the farm, but you got to think about the risk reward.
And you know, this might be just the stage getting to Jordy.
Yeah.
You can even see, like, Sig's got his music going. He's in the zone. He's feeling it.
He's feeling good. He's feeling real good. 2-1, Sig's lead in losers finals.
And Jordy takes it to underground. This is could be an interesting choice, but it might work out well. He's kind of been playing more aggressive.
The underrunning narrative that's forming here is, can Sig beat Maryland alone?
Wow, that would actually be big.
He can take this down for New York over all three of the currently best Catherine players in the world. That would just be wild. I like it. Don't spend your item on that. Yeah, so he noticed he couldn't get up.
Yep. But Sig is climbing pretty hard.
Great defense.
Oh, wow!
Whoa! Walked on Sunshine! And a huge hit! Sig is killer! His defense is immaculate!
Oh my god, he's playing so well right now.
He is stressing Jordy out.
He's keeping it stressful, climbing enough that he keeps the advantage without being able to, like...
Perfect solve. He's gone. Sig is gone.
He got it.
This is match
And
point.
Sig is on match point. He's playing so clean right now. That Sunshine walk was insane.
I've never seen this man before in my life. Who
Drops
is
down,
this?
hits him out. Oh my god, Sig is playing out of his mind right now.
With one more round, Sig will take losers finals and go on to fight Shaz in the final set of the night. But Jordy still has rounds.
He does. He can do this. You know, it's never over until it's over. And Jordy actually looking pretty strong this round.
He's got to break for it, but it's not a meaningful lead yet. That was a good play. I like that play a lot. That cost Sig a ton of time.
And you know, he had the option kind of there to go over and mess with him, and he just decided to keep it simple. Climbs up.
Oh, this is scary.
He has to get the hit there. Yeah, he actually
can get
has
away
to
once. He's gone. Jordy
he has
cannot
to
make
actually
a single
play really
mistake.
strong defense against Sig here. And he
What a
pulls it away.
defense. No, he
doesn't have the way up.
It's enough!
Jordy has it. No, he
Sig
does.
is
Sig
taking
takes it over Jordy.
And that is it. New York goes to grand finals versus Shaz. Sig is unbelievable right now.
I thought the X Factor was done. I didn't think he was going to be able to
Got
finish
just
it out.
Just the final breath.
Had it there.
Wow, that is crazy.
That was nuts.
That previous round was play of the night. That was just ridiculous.
Oh my god.
The walk on Sunshine, further defense, kept it all wrapped up, stressed Jordy into oblivion. You know, like he just evaporated him.
That was insane.
Well, we're going to be taking a quick commercial break.
Yep.
We'll be right back after that. Then we will get into grand finals. So stick tight.
Stay tuned,
Take this moment to grab a drink. Tweet the link out. Put it out on Facebook and everything like that. And we'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're back. We just saw the crazy match.
That was nuts.
Between Sig and Jordy that ended in Sig's 3-1 victory over Jordy. It looked like he totally picked him apart by the end of it.
Yeah. No,
now,
Sig is playing out of his mind. We'll see if he can keep it together for grand finals, though.
Against
Shaz.
I'm interested in a few regards. I want to see what Sig's momentum is like at the start of the round. I want to see if he keeps that same fire, if he has the same energy, because the way he was playing by the end of that set was just ridiculous.
Right.
And I hope he didn't lose that, because if he could play with that same fire and that same passion,
hopefully he can keep it.
He could actually beat Shaz today. And that would be pretty much the impossible outcome. It's like...
Right, yeah, that's definitely would be a huge upset. I mean, I think Sig over Jordy is already a pretty big upset.
That's huge. Yeah, no, it's crazy, actually.
I don't think anyone really expected that.
Everyone knew the potential's there.
Right.
But it had never been realized.
He hadn't done it yet. Yeah. That's the big thing. And now he has. He's here, grand finals at Evolution 2018. Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah, this is going to be a pleasure. This is fun. They sit down. They got their seats. Looks like they have maybe already decided who's who on the count. Yeah, they're already
getting there.
Are they starting Imperio, or is this a button check?
This has to be a button check.
They actually could play Imperio. They're crazy enough. So let me talk for a minute about like the technically non-legal stages. So there's Imperio, which has a lot of dark blocks, a lot of crazy blocks. It's kind of insane. The biggest problem is it's kind of non-interactive. But we've recently realized you could actually play this stage. And these two players love it. I think they're playing it.
They're actually playing Imperio.
They're definitely actually playing Imperio to start Grand Finals.
Yeah, no, they just like this stage. It's technically banned, but...
Here's the thing. With every banned stage, we have a rule that says if both players agree, go for it.
Yeah.
So they're doing it. They're putting on a show.
The gentleman's rule is definitely real. And, Sig's Shaz and Jordy have
What
been
a
arguing.
block from the monster block! So the monster blocks move at random. They are some of the best players in the game. That's a pin! Oh, he didn't notice it!
Oh, wow, he didn't get it. But he gets the kick.
Wow, this is weird.
This is such a weird stage.
Oh, he made it out! That's such a huge advantage.
Sig gets the X Factor. Pops it, grabs the block as well. I like that, but we'll see if it works out for him.
Careful plays.
He's got to climb a lot
here. He's leaving the monster block as is. He's not breaking it.
It's a tough one.
Does he want it to move?
Okay.
Then he goes up. Didn't take a lot of damage from that X Factor, though. Very even match.
But, Sig was able to stay in it because of it, and that was the big thing there. He was definitely really far behind.
Wow, he gave him an X Factor!
Another one, wow!
And he's got the
Oh, he got the push.
That's it.
Blow.
That's it. That's it.
That's going to take it. And he's got take the X Factor, take off.
He's got one more chance.
Technically does.
This is such a hard... Oh, he's out. He's out.
Yeah, it goes.
That's it. Big win for Sig.
That actually was a little dangerous because one of those blocks could have been something else. At the very end, those blocks are mystery blocks.
Yeah, so they become what they are afterwards. But there was actually 0% risk in that choice. As long as you keep moving, nothing can kill you there. It can never be a spiral block.
But it could be a spike. So if he...
But you keep moving.
Yeah, as long as you keep moving, you're fine.
What? It just gave it to him. The game likes Shaz right now. You see that?
He's their defending champion. But he gets it. Wow, Shaz goes
what
to
the
X Factor.
What a move! Sig is up one!
Sees the X Factor, sees him go for it, and says, "No, I'm going to capitalize on this. I'm going to punish. You're taking that X Factor."
That's bait. That X Factor, don't grab that. Now, it's tempting because you can't wait. You can't hesitate if you wanted to grab it. And it matters so much. But yes, as soon as he went for it, he was dead. 100%.
Sig getting to the end of his licorice.
That's right. He only needs it for a few more minutes, right? Can Sig reset this?
That would be... Resetting alone would be nuts.
Shaz looks a little stressed. He's usually a little more into it.
And I have to imagine... You're right. Doesn't go back to Imperio.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, on one hand, picking Imperio first is a great option select because in the event that you did lose, you can blame it on Imperio.
You definitely say it's because I decided to go to Imperio.
Right.
But, ultimately, you lose because of the choices you made.
Exactly. This is a great dominating
spot. I like
spot.
Sig pulling the block away right as he would have taken the block.
Yeah. Oh, recreates the top spot. Nice fighting. Sig has made this pretty stressful and just gets out. He
climbs out.
I love it. Oh!
He's playing so well right now. But gets
hit
out.
Big hit from Shaz. Can't let the guard down. So one of the things about Shaz is he keeps a clear head in those frantic moments. And Sig, tried to keep going, like a little more, and like Shaz like, stop that.
Shaz's scramble is really good, but Sig got an early X Factor. Nobody lost it for the block. He tried to go up and pop the X Factor and ended up getting the block instead.
Yeah, when you move the blocks around, you do run the risk of spawning an item. If you have the X Factor, it's recommended to wait a moment before you go into that spot.
Yeah,
but you do lose time for it.
Right, and he definitely pushed the block and then tried to pop the X Factor immediately, but didn't end up working out. However, it's still in a decent position.
Big hit, huge hit.
That's going to be a huge hit. He's got a lot going right now.
I love the solve. He got off the dangerous row and pushed out the structure.
Yeah. That was a really strong solve by Shaz.
A lot of people would have floundered on the bottom row and would have been in a lot of danger. Shaz punched straight through the middle.
And that's like you're saying, he always keeps a cool head. He's always aware of what he could be doing.
Yeah, that's right. 1-1. This definitely takes a bit of the wind out of Sig's sails. That's the first loss he's had since he started winning.
Yeah, that might be all Shaz needs, honestly.
Yeah, you don't want Shaz to get comfortable.
We'll see. If Sig takes him to quadrangle.
Not sure what to expect on quadrangle, but again, I like the choice against Maryland. Get the items out of the play.
Yeah.
I think Sig's item game is definitely not as strong as Shaz.
I'm curious if we'll see
Whoa.
any of the crazy openings here, but it looks like keep it pretty standard.
Now, one error here can mean so much on quadrangle.
It really can. Quadrangle is a very momentum-heavy stage.
They would much rather take, a little bit of lost time than actually lose the interaction. Because now, look how far ahead Sig is.
And it's so easy.
Shaz.
It's so easy to mess up and die on quadrangle, too.
That's true. There's a lot of traps. Everything's very scary.
Right. Sig playing good defense, but pulls
Gave
it
him
out.
the way up.
Yeah. That's a tough one there.
Oh, I love the solve. He solved Paradise.
Oh, wow.
But it's not going to work out anymore.
Might not be enough.
Sig re-paradises it.
He went for the ice block kill. He tried to bait him into going up because if you push that ice block on him at the same time they climb,
that's right.
The ice block will kill him.
Squashes him. Now, the other thing he did was just hold him down there. And Shaz just has his head underwater. Sig cannot get up.
Yeah.
He can't breathe. He's suffocating.
Shaz is playing really well.
I think it's over.
No,
it's
this
too
is
much of a
definitely
lead.
Shaz's game. Shaz has this one clean. The solve is there for the end.
And that's the thing. You saw a minor lead early, turned into ahead. It's just set play the rest of the time. It's just like if you play the clean play, you just stay ahead, keep him down there. You can't get back up.
But it's not always easy to keep playing that clean.
Absolutely.
Right. And Shaz showing why he's the best right now, keeping a clear head that whole time, always knowing what to do to keep him down.
Yeah, it looks like Shaz's quadrangle is kind of another level than Jordy's. This is not working out.
Yeah, Shaz's quadrangle is looking really clean right now.
In fact, it actually seems like it's very bad, like actively bad compared to other stages for Sig.
Yeah, no, this actually was not a great choice for Sig.
It's not working out.
Not at all, and Shaz is already at the top. Doesn't matter.
Player 2 wins.
He's a very strong one. And Sig losing a lot of momentum there.
That hurts.
Yeah. Shaz now on tournament point.
He looks like the juggernaut we're used to now. But, I actually just saw something that's worth mentioning on his face. Shaz looked like he knew he could win, or like he knew he was about to win.
Right.
I've seen this before. That's not always a good thing.
Maybe not. He might get too
So when you realize you could win, sometimes you start thinking about the handshakes and the victories and the parties and the what you're going to say after you win. And sometimes it actually completely takes your head out of the match. And you stop thinking about what you're supposed to do. And I've seen it affect people tremendously adversely.
Even the one in Catherine, there was a CEO talk who it was you versus Mike Muscles. And
Mike
Muscles
smiled.
was up 2 games,
Mike
and Mike
smiled.
smiled.
And it was
and
over.
He lost the rest of everything from there on.
It
And,
really
you know,
happens.
That might be the same thing. We might have just seen the same expression on Shaz. We'll see how this goes.
Sort of a questionable play there.
I mean, I kind of like putting the block there just to keep a little bit of momentum.
To the right should get you much more.
Yeah.
Big X Factor. Wow, the game
Oh, wow,
loves
that's really
Shaz.
big. Oh, wow.
Wow?
That
sort of-
could have been a lot worse.
Yes, that was an incomprehensible choice. He could have
Right.
died to the spike if Shaz just didn't do anything.
If Shaz had pushed the block, it might have killed him. No,
Wow, Sig really wants an X Factor, and the game will not give it to him.
certainly won't. The game loves Shaz. He's their champion. Gets the block, but it's not going to be enough. Shaz has the easy climb up, and he is on tournament point right now.
There's a popular myth that the game gives the items to the player they want to win. You know, we're in Vegas. It's the casino.
Right.
Seems like Shaz is destined.
You know, sometimes you gamble in Vegas and it doesn't work out.
Shaz only needs one more.
No,
Sig
this
must
is-
be just
he
sweating
needs
bullets.
to win, right. And that might, even the pressure alone might be enough.
Can Sig stay calm?
That was, Shaz got that dark block. That was really
He
weird.
Sig's kind of going down
No,
into a
I
bad
don't
spot.
think this is bad. He's trying to get an X Factor, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Catherine
Needs
refuses.
it. It does not like Sig right now. And
Today,
he
Wait!
finally gets it, but is it going to be enough?
he
Pops
has
it
the
right
game's
away.
blessing. Sig's deep. Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
I love the navigation there.
Yeah.
Could have got blocked really easily.
And that's
Sig is
really
totally
smart
back
to
in
make
it.
a second way up, so he can just get up without having
Yes,
to worry.
he is back.
Back.
It's an even match again.
Needs to make something happen though.
No, don't do that! A
No,
top
and
bug
the
shot
top
girl,
bug
and it's
shot
over!
girl
And it is
ends the
over!
tournament.
A top bug shot girl to close out Evolution. This is it. Shaz is your champion for Evolution 2018, Catherine.
That was nuts. The reigning champion, Shaz.
Gotta
Closes
say he's
it
the
out.
best. I gotta
And-
say he's the best.
You know, it just came down when he finally got it and Sig lost his momentum. He wasn't able to get it back.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and the quadrangle pick in the middle hurt a lot.
No, he really did.
Shaz's quadrangle's kind of nuts. He
I
didn't give
didn't
up
know
a
it was that
single. He
nuts,
didn't give
though.
up a single hit there.
Yeah.
Absolutely no flaws. Congratulations, Shaz. You are the best. You did it. You've proven it.
Done it. He's done it once again. But, you know, we'll see what happens in the future when Full Body comes out.
That's exactly right. We are
There's
going to be
still-
back on the grind late 2018, early 2019. We got a new version of the game coming to PS4.
We'll
It
have-
introduces net play.
We'll
Finally.
have certainly much more Catherine
Finally,
for
we
you
can
in the
we can
future.
bridge the gaps between the communities and have
you
the
know-
strongest community we've ever
Right.
had.
And, you know, next time maybe it'll be you up here on stage at EVO.
Now, you know, that's
Playing
not
Catherine.
the only thing that we're doing for Catherine this weekend.
It's not.
But I can't talk about it yet, so just, you know,
Stay tuned.
keep your eyes out on the internet. We got a little more
We'll be
coming.
around.
But thank you all for watching so much. I believe I have to get out there and offer the medals
give
and
them the
everything
medals.
like that.
Huge
But
thank you to everyone watching. Huge thank you to EVO for having us on stage.
absolutely,
This
such,
has been great.
such a blessing. I appreciate it so much. We're going to hop off the mic. This has been Dasabro and Drew Chuck. And good night, everyone.